There's probably four main things that I constantly see that are problems with these DIY kits. I'm Tim McGarry, the founder of Epoxy Flooring Co. And today I want to have a chat to you about Bunnings DIY kits, or kits that you can buy from other places such as Supercheap Auto, Autobarn, where you'll be able to take them into your garage with the promise of doing a spectacular epoxy floor and never having any issues down the track, such as hot tire pickup or delamination. And apparently you can do all this in an afternoon. And sadly, I'm here to tell you that my experience after doing literally thousands of garage floors has led me to believe that the promises that they give you on the boxes are not always necessarily what will happen in real life. There's probably four main things that I constantly see that are problems with these DIY kits. That is, they just get filthy. The floors just do not like cars being driven on them. Problem number two is they look really splotchy. And you'll see when the flakes go down that people very rarely get the consistency across the entire floor to make them look really good. Third issue that I see, and this is a massive one for these products, is their UV stability is basically non-existent. I'll explain why in a minute. And then hot tire pickup is the fourth issue I see on a daily basis with these, and it's a big one. I'm going to show you a few sneaky little tricks that you can use to make sure that your Bunnings kit or your Supercheap kit or whatever brand you use is going to be successful to the best of its ability. Let's talk about the number one problem that I see with these floors, UV stability. By that I mean how well it will weather against the sun's rays smacking into it on a daily basis. And epoxy over time will always amber or yellow or turn brown. It's like when I go to the beach. I've got this big, beautiful bald head. And if I don't go to the beach, this puppy is gonna get scorched by the sun. Epoxy is exactly the same thing. There's two things I can do. I can put sunscreen on it. In my case, I sweat all the time, comes straight down to my eyes. That don't work, especially sucks when I'm surfing. But I can always put on a hat. Sun hits hat, Tim's head, no problem, never gets burnt. Epoxy's the same thing. So in our world, we have these amazing little things called flakes. And flakes work just like a hat on top of my head. The problem with the Bunnings kits is that they use things called partial flake coverage. And as the name suggests, that means that they only partially cover the floor with the flakes. And that's a big problem because remember my bald head going to the beach and getting burnt when I didn't have a hat on top? My flakes work just the same as the hat. So imagine my table here is my beautiful garage floor. I've prepped it all up, I've covered it with epoxy, and all of this white here represents the epoxy. What's going to happen when the sun comes out to play with that? Bang, smashes into it, turns it brown or yellow, yuck. So here's the trick for you. When you buy your kit, they're sadly only going to give you 500 grams of flakes. That's not going to work because when you do a partial flake, it's going to look something like this. See all the white? That is a problem, people. That is all going to get scorched by the sun. That is the inherent flaw in DIY kits, that they only give you flakes to do a partial coverage and they leave all of the epoxy exposed. So what do? Buy more flakes. Yay! There's a solution. When we go and buy flakes, we're grabbing 10, 20 kilos at a time in a box. Much more effective. That's probably going to cost you a few $100 to buy. But it's the difference between your floor getting scorched and looking trashed versus working really well. The flakes, you can cover the entire floor with them. So if we were doing this kind of little section, imagine I'm just doing this bit in your house, that's what my flake coverage looks like. And we do it over several different laps, but it will stick to the epoxy and works just like my trusty Bunnings hat on my head going to the beach. This noggin don't get burnt. That floor won't get burnt either. Problem number two, the floors get filthy. And this is, once again, sadly, an inherent flaw with their system. Your floor goes down. You put your flakes around on it. That's it. That's the system. There's a massive problem with that because when your car drives in and it's been raining like it has been recently, tires are all wet, they're kind of dirty. You drive in, what happens to our beautiful flakes here? You drive dirt straight into them. What's going to stop that happening? Absolutely nothing. How do you fix this problem? When dudes like me come in and do the floor, it's epoxy, it's flakes, it's top coat or top coats on top. And the top coats work like putting like a rubbery plastic membrane across the top of the whole thing. Car drives in, bang, get out the door, close it, off you go. Car drips all over your floor. Car tires have been dirty, but they're sitting on top of a hard plastic or rubbery membrane so that you drive the car out next day and go, oh my God, it's so dirty. No problemo. Get a rag, wipe up, get a mop, clean up, floor looks brand new and won't ever get dirty. Problem number 2, dirty. What's the solution? Get yourself a top coat. I hope this has been really informative and helpful. Let us know any comments. Let me know if you've got any questions that you'd like answered. And thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.